Welcome to another episode. Sorry last week couldn't do an episode. I had the flu. I was sick pretty bad. But this week, got a great topic for you. Pokemon Go. But before we get into the discussion, subscribe, like, share, comment. I want to hear it. Anyway, Pokemon Go. So, I got on Pokemon Go probably about a week ago. And it came up saying I had a 7-day ban, that I couldn't play for 7 days, and all the 7-day ban crap with it. Continued playing, I stayed where I'm at, nothing else. Well, I'm a spoofer. And the reason why I'm a spoofer is so I can help people out. People who can't afford to go to different countries, different continents, different states, or whatever, to get the rare Pokemon. They're called regionals. I can't do that, or don't have the money to go to these places to get these regionals. And half the people I know don't have the money to go to these places to get the regionals. So I have got the spoofing app, going iSpoofer and all that, and got on it the other day, and I'm on now a 30-day suspension. Why I think Pokemon Go should allow spoofing into Pokemon. Now, what I do is I help people. Like I said, I help people. I go to these places, I get the regionals, I get legendaries that people don't raid in some areas. Okay, there's not a big group that goes out every week or every day to raid to get these legendaries. So, I spoof to different locations so that I can get the legendaries and help people that do not have these things, and that's what I do. I know a few other people who do the exact same thing. Now, where I'm from, okay, there's a great park there, but however, no one raids. It's very rare when someone raids there, okay? Pokemon Go needs to allow people to spoof, especially people that, are helping other people for the game. I find the game very fun, whether I'm spoofing or I'm not spoofing, and I do both, okay? So I don't spoof all the time, okay? But there are times where people work god-awful hours, and they can't go out and spoof all the time. Or play Pokemon, is what I was trying to say. They can't go out and raid because people work different shifts. If you're on second shift, and most raids happen on second shift because everybody's off work, because everybody actually has a day job. So people get together, and they go out and they raid, which is great. I have no problem with that. But okay, what happens to the people that's working second shift? What happens to the people that can't get out and raid? Okay? I hate to say this, but you have handicapped children who love Pokemon Go. You have adults who love Pokemon Go that are either disabled and they can't get out, don't have a car, don't have the means, don't have the transportation, whatever the case may be. Okay? And what I do is I go out and I do what I do, and I help these people that actually need the Pokemon. Okay? So, I think if we shared this video today, I'm hoping, I should say hoping, that Nancy will get a hold of this somehow, or some shape, form, or whatever, and allow spoofing, or at least, some people to spoof to help others out. These legendaries that are coming out, are a little ridiculous high on CP, which is great, but after you defeat it, it goes from 49,000 down to 2,000? There's a one I did before I got banned and suspended. It was a 50,000 CP, and it went all the way down to under 2,000 CP. No, if you're going to do it that high, all CPs should be at least around 2,500 to 3,000. And I think they should be 100% catch. If you're going to take the time to do a raid, you should be able to catch that Pokemon after you get it. That's my opinion. I think, these people out here that, oh man, I didn't get that, but I wasted all my time to battle this raid just to get nothing. Then, okay, we'll go out to another raid. Do another raid. Well, here's the problem with that. You actually have to spend money to get more raid passes. Okay, and here we go with the other problem. People have bills to pay. They can't buy money or Pokecoins to get raid passes, to get incubators, to get these adventure boxes and all the other great stuff that Niantic does. But people need help because not everybody is filthy rich to go to these places. And I understand that you have sponsors. And if I'm not mistaken, Starbucks is a pretty big sponsor in Pokemon Go. And they get mad, and I understand this because you don't go in, you don't buy their products, so you don't drink coffee. I'm sorry, I'm not a coffee drinker anyway, okay, just saying. So I wouldn't go in the place anyway. I stand out the door, do the Pokemon, and leave. Not hard. And I'm almost going to guarantee that's what half the people does. Okay? Great. I'm glad Starbucks and whoever sponsors Pokemon Go. It's great. It's a good game. It really is. Okay, but the problem is Niantic's taking away some of the fun for people who can't do it. And I'm glad they finally came out with the trading system. That way people can trade. That way people can get their Pokédex full. Okay, and if I remember correctly, the game came out, 3-4 years ago? Whatever. And there was one guy who found out how to spoof or go to whatever. He had his Pokédex done in 1 month. 1 month is what it took him to do his whole Pokédex in Gen 1. That's insane. I've been playing since the game came out. And yeah, it took me forever to get all the Pokemon. Okay? And I'm talking about the legendary Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, Mewtwo. You're thinking, oh man, I got these 5-day these raids and they're 5-star. I gotta get people. I'm sorry, not everybody plays Pokemon. Here's the other problem. People say they're going to play and they'll be your friend on it and all that, and then all of a sudden they just drop off. You can't do that. If you're going to play and be someone's friend on Pokemon Go, then you need to give them a gift every day so you can build that friendship up. You need to work hard, okay? Whether you spoof or don't spoof, you still have to send gifts every day. I do all the time. Now that I'm on a 30-day suspension, I can't do it now. But when I'm back up, I'll be able to do it, and I'll be able to help people. This just goes out for Niantic, and I'm hoping somebody shoots it to Niantic. I really do. Dude, let spoof happen, because it's ridiculous that you're not allowing spoofing to happen when people do not have the money to go all over the world to catch regional Pokemon or special Pokemon. Okay? My favorite Pokemon is Heatran. I love it. Why? Because it's the Ghostbuster dog. I love that dog. But when I first saw Heatran, let's go with Heatran for example. When I first saw that, I'm like, ooh, gotta get it. Now luckily, it was only 4 people, and we got it, took it out. But only 2 of us caught it. That was back, I believe, last year. Then they released it again. Great. Now everybody has it. But I was happy because I actually got it. I was first, and I know someone else who was with me also got it first. And of course, it kind of ticked the other 2 off that didn't get it. And that's where I'm saying is if you're going to work hard to do a raid, in any raid, it should be 100% catch. Okay? And people who, people who do raids, do the smaller raids. Why? Because they know they can get the Pokemon, they can do it by themselves. That's why they stay away from the legendaries. because the 5-star and sometimes the 4-star is a little hard, but you still do it. So a little off of the raids, now they brought in, what is that, Team Rocket, I believe, Giovanni? Okay, stop. Everybody is tired of the Team Rocket crap. Seriously. We don't care if there's a Shadow Entei. We don't care if there's a Shadow Moltres, Zapdos, or whatever. We don't care. Alright? That's where the spoofers come in that have extras and can transfer to other people that do not have the Pokemon. Okay? The whole Giovanni thing is so overrated. I am so tired of seeing this on Facebook. I'm tired of Team Rocket. We have to do it at least, every month there's a new one out? It's stupid. It's downright dumb. I'm glad you brought Giovanni out. I'm glad you brought Team Rocket out. Great. It was fun there for a while. Then it got ridiculous. Because now you're bringing more Shadow Pokemon into it. Great. That just shows that Team Rocket has different Pokemon. Whatever. But they brought a Snorlax that was a Shadow from Team Rocket, and it was a pain in the ass to beat. Okay? Stupid. Great. It was a Snorlax. You don't see it very often, but it was great. But back to what I'm saying is some people can actually beat Team Rocket's Snorlax. I didn't get it, but I know a few people that did. But again, you shouldn't make something so hard. Cliff, Arlo, and I believe the last one is Sierra. Okay? They really ain't that hard, but I know a lot of people, because I go on Facebook and I see it constantly. How do you beat them? How do you beat the leaders of Team Go, or Team Rocket Go? What I have found easy is get 2 Machamps and a Swampert. And you should be able to get all 3. Easily. Power all 3 of them up. Seriously. Because that's what I did, and I'm actually getting through it. That's before my suspension. Now that I'm on my suspension, like I said, I gotta wait 30 days. So I'm gonna miss out on the brand new Pokemon that's coming out in this month, actually, that's out. And I'm gonna miss it. And plus of all the other stuff that's going on. Again, a lot of people I know do not have time to go out every day to play, do raids, and do whatever. So that's when I come in and I help people that need the help. There's a guy, I'm not going to say his name, but there's a guy in a group that I'm in, and I can't stand this guy, I really can't, because he thinks spoofing should be illegal, which it is, but it should never be allowed into Pokemon Go. Because, and I found this out just recently, his job is actually able to go overseas and do whatever the case may be. So he can go all over the world. But here's the problem. He charges people money to trade special Pokemon. I found that out the other day when someone says, I'll give you $300 for, what was that? That new one that's out that someone can get out. I can't remember the name of it. But it's the new Pokemon in the 5-star raid. Alright? They can't get it. They've done, they said about 7-8 raids, and they can't do it. So he offered this guy $300 to get one of his. And the guy said, sure. Now, if anybody should be suspended, banned, whatever, should be that guy. Okay, not me. But whatever. I broke the rules. I pay the consequences. That's how it works in life. But in my opinion, and I think this should go viral, is Niantic, you should allow spoofing into the game just to help people out. Now you do have jerks out there who spoof and they don't help anybody. Okay? They do it just to ruin whatever. But I've also learned that in some cases, I'm going to take one in particular, because I spoof there all the time, is San Francisco. In their raids out there is always 20 people in a raid. Always. I have never seen a raid out there that's less than 20. There's always 20 people, and you can do the raid as fast as you can and get it done and go to the next. And that's where, a lot of people help other people. Spoofers. I have a feeling the spoofers that are in San Francisco are everybody is spoofing. I firmly believe that, because when I first started spoofing out in San Francisco, I did not have a Mewtwo. My first time seeing a Mewtwo was in a raid in San Francisco from another spoofer. And I don't care if Niantic blocks me, bans me for life, but you all need to understand that not everybody is filthy rich, for real. Alright? It's downright ridiculous that you're going to punish people that help other people play the game. Like I said, I enjoy the game. The people that I know and play with, they love the game. But again, they've got jobs. They have families. They have kids. Okay? Not everybody's rich to where they can give their kid a phone to play Pokemon Go. Have you ever tried to go out into a park with a child without a phone in their hand playing, and you're trying to play Pokemon? Have you ever done that? It's impossible, because they yak at you, they scream at you, they call you names. I want to leave. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It's a constant thing. So there's a lot of people out there who play Pokemon Go who have families and children, and they can't get out because their kids bitch at them, pretty much. And the parents, myself, got tired of it and say, I'm done. I'm not playing. That's when I started looking into the spoofing app. I got into the spoofing app, and I play a lot harder now, and the kids are in school, and I play it when they're in school. I can help people out when they need it. If they don't, then nobody talks to me. I'm not really worried about it, but I'm here to help people if they need it. A lot of these Pokemon, for example, unknowns, you never know when they pop up. It just so happened one time I actually got them. And I've got about 10 unknowns. Unfortunately, they're not the whole alphabet, which everybody's looking for. I'm sorry to say, but that's almost impossible unless you go to a Safari Zone to get them. Because Safari Zones have them all the time. I know at one point they brought them in I believe it was 10-kilometer eggs. Alright? I had my whole egg thing, you could put 9 in there. Alright? All of them were in incubators, they all hatched. Not one was an unknown. Not even one. So it's pointless. Okay? If you're going to play, release something and have a good time with it, at least give people chances here. And again, some people can get it, some people can't. Now this whole thing with shinies, that's about ridiculous. Me personally, I don't care about shinies. But I know a lot of people who actually play the game just for the shinies. They enjoy it. Do I get mad when I don't get a shiny, a Pacific one? Took me forever, but I finally got one. Was my black Charizard. Love that damn thing. And then they brought out Nidoran, the male. Let me tell you something. I went to Florence, I went to everywhere to get this stupid thing. And not once did I catch a shiny Nidoran. I spoofed out to San Francisco. Lo and behold, guess what I finally caught? A Nidoran, shiny. Great. Alright? But again, a lot of people play for just the shinies. Me, however, I do not. Do I enjoy it? Yes, because I help people. It helps me help them. Okay, since I can spoof. A lot of these people love playing the game. I can't say that enough. Everybody loves playing the game. You have your assholes out there who say that, oh, well, you don't play the game every day. You can't do this, you can't do that. Or they charge people $100, $200, $300 to trade certain Pokemon because they can't get it. Now, I've also learned that this Pirishu, I think, that little white squirrel thing, is very rare. I've got 2 or 3 of them. Anybody wants them? They can have them. The only thing I do, or I request, is build up your friendship. That way I don't have to spend too much Stardust to trade. Other than that, I'm willing to trade. Okay? So, to leave you all with this, I'm hoping that this does get to Niantic, and I hope you people do enjoy this video because it is about Pokemon Go and everybody does love it. It needs to go viral. It needs to be gone to Niantic. That way they understand that people out here, or some people out here, are trying to help people play Pokemon Go.